We begin CBS LA at 5 with an emergency situation in Orange County. I'm Pat Harvey.
I'm Rutabaga Shabazi. Let's get straight to that breaking news. The chemical leak at an aerospace manufacturing facility in Garden Grove. Officials telling us tens of thousands of Orange County residents need to evacuate. That evacuation area: Ball Road to the north, Trask Avenue to the south, Dale to the east, and Valley View to the west.
We have team coverage for you this evening. Luz Delia Caballero talking to worried evacuees. But first, CBS LA's Michele Gile is live on the ground with what officials are now saying about the risk here. Michele.
Well, Pat and Rutabaga, the public needs to take this threat very seriously. That is the word from hazmat experts. Division Chief from the Orange County Fire Authority, Craig Covey, says that he's not sure when something is going to happen, but it is going to happen. And these are the three scenarios that he laid out for me. Number one, that they find a fix for this hazardous materials tank that is leaking. But keep in mind, they have not been able to fix it since it started emitting these vapors yesterday. They're looking around the world for experts to help them with this. Number two, he says that there could be an explosion, and this is a very real possibility, sending a toxic plume into the sky. And the third scenario, according to this division chief, says that there could be a catastrophic failure of the tank, leaking thousands of gallons of this toxic material onto the ground.
This is as bad as I've ever seen. This is real. Don't mess around.
Emergency responders in Orange County are giving orders to 40,000 people in several cities, including Garden Grove, Stanton, Westminster, Cypress, Anaheim, and Buena Park, to get out, to evacuate neighborhoods and businesses, saying there are two possible scenarios. The compromised hazardous materials tank could spring a major leak, or
the other option that was told to us is that it blows up. That was what we were handed. A leaking tank or a tank that blows up. That's why we extended the evacuation today in an overabundance of caution. This is highly volatile, it's highly toxic, and it's highly flammable.
The chemical leak was discovered Thursday at GKN, an aerospace manufacturing facility in Garden Grove. Fire officials say the cooling system failed on a tank containing toxic epoxy used for windscreens on fighter jets. An initial evacuation order was lifted, but officials say on Friday they expanded it to a larger area as the tank continued to heat up and threaten the surrounding community.
I've been in the fire service for 32 years, and it is the most significantly dangerous event I've ever been part of.
And when you have limited short-term exposure, meaning maybe you inhaled some of the vapor, it can cause significant irritation in the lungs, the nasal passages, and it can also cause nausea. It can also cause dizziness.
At an afternoon briefing, authorities say that the air quality registered within normal limits. Contractors for the Environmental Protection Agency are monitoring the air. They set up devices in the parking lot of Rancho Alamitos High School that was closed for the day. As experts across the country work with local hazmat teams to try and mitigate the danger, it's a wait-and-see game.
The other concern we have is it's extremely flammable, and in its current state, very reactive and can cause that explosion, which is why we have that hard perimeter in place.
And the other problem is that there are two other tanks sitting right next to the failed tank that could also explode. We do want to stress to people who are out of their homes, and I ask this question: do we have any idea when these people, business people, neighborhoods, people living in homes and apartments and motels, can go back to their residences? And the officials here are saying we have no idea. That's the latest live at Los Alamitos Racetrack, where they have a command post set up to keep us far from the danger. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks so much, Michele. A lot of uncertainty. In fact, the league is...
CBS LA assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk.
Well, Mike, you are monitoring this from above, and you're speaking to a chemist about this chemical.
Yeah, USC assistant professor gave us some insight about exactly what this is, what it's for, and what the problems are here with it. I want to show you live pictures, though, from overhead. As the chopper is there, you can see the OC Emergency Fire Authority still using that unmanned hose, that water spigot to shoot at those containers that are holding this liquid. That is extremely important to try to keep this chemical rather, as cool as they possibly can. An assistant professor at USC who I spoke with this evening tells me that the issue here with this is that the boiling point is low. This material actually boils at a lower point than water does, which is obviously a concern here. They also tell me the immediate issue, and you can see the wide area here with all the people that are around it, the immediate issue here is, of course, the chemicals that would go into the air. But if it were to leak and not explode, it also poses a risk.
In an uncontrolled environment with a leak, you can potentially have a lot in the atmosphere, and any flash or spark or even temperature can cause what is known as a runaway reaction, where when you begin the polymerization, it's exothermic, meaning that the reaction releases heat. And I think you can start to see the problem there. Heat initiates the reaction, but the reaction releases heat. And so you get this, what we call runaway, where it's uncontrolled. And it can lead to, yes, fires, explosions, where pressure really builds up very quickly.
As we look back live now, as the chopper was just checking out the freeway closures that are in place as well because of this. There are some off ramps, on and off ramps that have not been able to be used because of this as well, because of the proximity of all of this. So that's what we are kind of looking for right now. As we come back out here to the desk, though, obviously we don't want it to explode, but you heard from the scientists there, there is still a good risk of something happening, even if it were to just leak out. I asked him kind of how you would normally handle this, and he says in his settings he handles it in very, very small quantities, not in thousands of gallons like we are dealing with right now in Garden Grove. So not a good situation either way. Of course, we don't want it to explode, but even this leak, if that were to happen, that still poses a very significant risk, guys.
Absolutely. Mike, thank you. Meteorologist